Hey, what's going on, people? It's been a minute, so thought I'd make a quick video. Today's topic, it's been on my mind for a while. I've done a lot of research on the subject, and it's basically why people cheat. Why is it that people commit infidelity, and what are the factors that lead to that, and how can it be prevented, if at all? On the internet and in the media today, you'll get a lot of bad advice as far as why people cheat. They will tell you, oh, it's because usually there's something missing in the relationship, or the person that got cheated on wasn't providing enough attention or enough sex or enough intimacy or whatever. The reality is that cheating is just really a selfish thing because it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't provide any solution to whatever problem might be in the relationship. It's just a sign that the person is too immature or too much of a coward to actually confront the partner or leave. So they try to take the easy way out and keep the partner for comfort while getting what they want elsewhere, which is why it's called cheating. Yeah, it's a form of fraud, emotional fraud. And the reasons for it happening vary from case to case. There's no one definition, but the base reason for cheating throughout will be bad character, bad moral character. Um, by that I mean basically someone with good character is someone that acts in accordance with the law, but also acts with regards to his fellow human beings and the people he or she cares about. That is good moral character. If you really, really break it down, it's just basically, it derives from the golden rule. Treat everyone as you want to be treated. That is the basis of human interaction. So people who act completely in their own self-interest, without regards to other people's feelings, especially those who they claim to care about, are usually people with bad moral character. This can be brought about by different things. Sometimes it's socialization, the way they are raised, the environment they grew up in, the environment that they are in at the moment in which they commit the adultery. Sometimes it's peer pressure. Sometimes it's emotional immaturity. For many, many women, I would say it's emotional immaturity. They don't have the maturity level needed to handle their emotions in a responsible manner that actually helps to solve the problem at hand. So they resort to cheating. A lot of times also it's just really selfishness. A lot of times people just want to eat their cake and have it. So they might be with one person and they're like, I'm tired of always getting the same thing. So they figure, why not? I'll get something else on the side while keeping the person I'm with me. And in order to do that and not hate themselves, they need to rationalize their action. It's a defense mechanism. When you do something you know it's wrong, you have to find a way to rationalize it in order to make it acceptable in your mind. That way you don't deal with the feelings of stress and anxiety that come with guilt. Um, can it be prevented? No, because you cannot. It's one of the things in life you cannot prevent what other people will do to you. You can try to pick those who are less likely to do it, but the truth is, in the world today, many people who cheat don't come out of their way to let you know that they're cheaters. So you never really know until something happens. Obviously, there are telltale signs, but then there are those that are really good, so you won't even know. But it doesn't mean necessarily that you have to leave them. Sometimes people do make mistakes, and like I said, sometimes it's emotional immaturity. It's not necessarily that they're out to hurt you or that they're just evil. It's just that they don't have the maturity level to appreciate the gravity of their action and to take responsibility for them. So sometimes it's not necessarily a deal breaker. I usually think it's a deal breaker if it's repeated or if it's done in a very bad, like blatantly disrespectful manner. If they sleep with a friend of yours or a relative of yours, I think that's the level of disrespect that it takes to do something like that is so high that I wouldn't be able to recommend staying with someone like that, even if they're truly sorry. I think it's not worth it, especially if you're young. Um, Sometimes people cheat to get back at their partners if they get cheated on. That is understandable. When you're hurt, you don't think rationally. And all you think about is getting back at the person that hurt you. It's a natural reaction for most people, especially women. Because you feel powerless, you feel like your self-esteem has been thrown to the dirt. So you feel that by cheating, you're making a statement and you're getting some of that self-esteem back. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve the problem. So there's no point to do it, especially if you're not sure if you're going to leave the person or not. Doing it might only create problems in the future or end the relationship outright. So, yeah, those are really the main reasons, though. It's emotional immaturity and lack of good moral character. Can a person change? Is once a cheater, always a cheater? No, it's not realistic because human beings are bound to make mistakes and change. Some grow out of it, some don't. Sometimes the reasons are actually deeper than that. Sometimes it's a personality disorder, sex addiction, believe it or not. People do get addicted to sex a lot. Some people get addicted to the thrill of cheating. And sometimes it's low self-esteem, actually. Most times, especially for women, those that find themselves doing things that they don't need to, and men too also, it's a low self-esteem because they feel that they need to do that in order to find validation. And anyone who feels the need to find validation through other human beings as opposed to within suffers from some form of low self-esteem or the other. Sometimes it's just plain narcissism. So there are different reasons, and it's not realistic to assume that someone who did it once or twice is bound to forever do it. I think a lot of times people don't like to believe that a cheater could change because that would mean that the person who cheated on them might change and not cheat on the next person, which makes it all the more annoying for them. But that's just how life works. I mean, my mom always just told me when stuff like that happens, you just kind of really gotta move on and try to let things roll off you. Don't don't uh, don't keep grudges. Don't hold on to what people did to you. I think it's much better. If it's good to maintain good integrity, don't cheat, don't do certain things so that your conscience is at peace. So that when moments like this happen, you know at the back of your mind that you did everything right and it's not your fault. It will hurt like hell, but if you have integrity on your side, you'll be strong. And you walk away with your head held up high and you don't go back. Unfortunately, we all mature at different levels, so it doesn't always happen like that. And sometimes things get really, really bad, but I think it's probably one of the better ways to handle things, really. It's just keep keep a good integrity level. Let your mind, your conscience, and your body be in sync, knowing that you're doing everything the right way, that your conscience is at peace, you'll be all right. Whatever people do to you, if you develop a strong enough sense of being and confidence, you'll be able to let it roll off. I mean, you'll be bitter for some time and maybe even cynical, but that's just how life works. So it's just a quick video I felt I should do on it. For those of you looking for answers, I mean, I could do a lot of videos on the subject, but that's really what it is about. So till next time, later folks.